It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look at the Penguins.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Murray now on first down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
And taken right at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A punt return of 65 yards.
And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Murray.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. To throw, it's Murray.
They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, he still got the win last week. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's number 1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 2nd down and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now it's Richardson.
And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Hall.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. Fielded at the 33. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Off play action. Richardson. That's caught at the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Second down and 6 now. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. DeAndre Swift. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's number 1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's Hall. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here's Matt Araiza now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
Richardson hit and he fumbles it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Richardson to the air on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Waddle, the motion man, right. On third down, here's Richardson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Rosas' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Hey, check that.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a carry for Swift. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try the left side. Fry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, Fry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Richardson shotgun on third down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Richardson going to change the play here. From the gun, here's Swift. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On first down, Fry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Fry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. First down, Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A handoff, Swift running to the left. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. DeAndre Swift, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To throw is Murray. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On the draw, it's Hall. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Murray going to look to run on the draw.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run it here with Hall.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
They're going for it. Hits Murray.
And it's caught.
And he will try to get to the pylon, but he's not going to get there. They mark him out short of the goal line.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
79 Broncos.
Richardson off the play fake.
He's going to let it go again.
That is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Murray now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now Murray. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a...
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That'll be Incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one